So celebrate life and have a good time.
Yo, in the world where we trial and tested, they jar protected, gave them powers for breakfast. Not much hours and hours that I've invested, though I channel the powers that can't be messed with.
Powers. Are you mad? It's myself, 100 Eyes from the Powers for Breakfast Show, the most edutaining podcast in the UK, people. You done know. Today, joining me, we have a real life genius in the building. You hear me? The genius of all geniuses is here now. Yo, I want you lot to welcome Genius Dan to Powers for Breakfast.
Blessings, people.
How you doing, my brother?
Blessings and guidance.
You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Hey, Dan, you don't know, yeah? I think you do know, actually. You know how excited I am to do this interview with you? One, because, brother, like I think I've explained to you already, I know I can be myself fully.
Yeah.
I know you overstand a lot of things that a lot of people don't overstand. And I know, for me, this is going to be a learning experience as well. I'm always a man about knowledge and truth. And I know you're going to deliver today and edutain our fans, yeah?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Mr. Genius Dan, talk to them. Where you from, my bro?
So, grew up in Brixton, Lees Court, as a youth. That's where my mum, my dad, when I was young, grew up there, went to Loughborough Junior School.
Junction?
Huh?
Loughborough Junction?
Loughborough Junction, yeah.
Okay, that's
that's
Brixton as well, yeah?
Yeah. So like 5 ways.
Okay.
Yeah, so Loughborough Junior School, went there.
Brixton's very cultural, man. A lot of my guests have been from Brixton. I'm just like, what? Everyone's from Brixton, bro? But it's Brixton's Camberwell, Stockwell, Loughborough, Brixton Hill, all that. Everyone just says they're from Brixton, don't they?
Do you know what?
I don't hear people say I'm from Stockwell. I don't really hear that.
Oh, seriously?
I don't really hear that.
I know a lot of people from Stockwell as well. I just think it's probably one of those things where a lot of people just kind of grew up
around
that.
Okay.
You know, but from a youth, I used to go to Dexter Adventure Playground. Okay. That was my cousin's dad used to sort of run that.
Okay, bad.
I used to also go to Max Roach, which is, you know, another sort of like little play thing as well. Okay. But as I got older, I moved. I was living in Tulsa for a bit. And then,
Tulsa's the back of Brixton, isn't it?
That's further up. So it's like sort of near borderline West Norwood. Sort of, it's still
Streatham,
not too far. You can get to Tulsa, literally.
When I go Brixton, I always cut through Tulsa Hill somehow. I just
it's on the side roads. You can, literally,
right, cool.
You know, and then after that, moved to West Norwood with my mum. My dad, obviously, at the time they split. And
what country from?
Born here. My dad is Guyanese, South American.
Bad.
And my mum is Jamaican from St. Elizabeth.
Okay.
But my dad's mum's Trinidadian, so I got my grandma's in Trinidad, my auntie and uncles in Trinidad as well, and cousins.
Okay. Yeah. What do you gravitate towards more, the Jamaican side or the Guyanese side?
The Jamaican side.
Bamba. Is it because of the culture, or is it because it's just more ingrained in?
Do you know, I'm in more contact with my Jamaican family, like cousins. So
I guess.
You know,
And Brixton is highly Caribbean culture,
isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
So you just probably embrace it more, and dig a bit more about the culture. Okay, but tell me a fun fact about Guyana, please.
Oh man, I've never been. You know,
Why not? Huh? Why not?
It's no reason, you know, brother. Listen, you're gonna laugh, you know.
Go on.
I was due to go Trinidad some time back. I haven't been Jamaica. I've only ever been like, I know.
But it's what it is.
It's a big why, isn't it?
It is what it is. Everything in the right time.
But
when Jamaica calls, you will go when that time calls, innit? You feel me? Like, there's no pressure. It is what it is.
But I've been other places. But those are on my target. You know, my sight still.
Okay, so what do you do day to day? What's the plan?
Boy,
how'd you get this money, man?
Yeah, I work, 9 to 5.
All right, good.
Obviously, supporting people back into employment.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff, like that.
That's what you do, yeah? Day to day,
yeah.
Okay.
My background obviously was prior to that was banking.
I heard.
Yeah.
I didn't hear. I read up.
Yeah.
NatWest.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
All right, cool. I think I saw a picture as well.
Yeah.
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 Oh, cool.
Like, yeah, so yeah, I did that for about 19 years.
19 years in NatWest. Was it rewarded? Was it rewarding?
Yeah, do you know what? That was like my 25th job, my brother.
Your 25th
Yeah,
job.
my CV, my curriculum vitae was 6 pages. The most I would stay in a job for is a year. And then what was happening when I was attending interviews, the question was asked, you don't really seem to stay, with companies very long. If we were to give you the job, how do we know that you're not going to do the same thing? And I explained to them, I said, the reason why, I was in a lot of these jobs, for a short period of time is that I was gaining additional knowledge. No, I was, building up my experience and knowledge so that I can be an asset to any company that I work for. And that was what I used. That's what got me through. Yeah.
And so, if you went for a job today with your 25 jobs behind you, and
Well, I don't even have to put them because they only go back the last 2 years.
oh yes.
Or worst case scenario, last 5 years. So that's covered. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's covered. It's covered.
That's actually a good explanation, though. To be fair, like that shuts them up straight away, don't it?
Yeah.
Why do you want this job? 'Cause I need the money, mate. Like, what else? Like,
No, do you know what it is? I think that question there, someone brought it up recently, and they were saying, I always feel like I'm put on the spot when asked that. And I say to them, when you go to interviews, you got to prepare yourself. I told them you got to do your background research, find out when the company was founded, who the directors are. You need to do your research, but you'd be surprised people don't do that.
No, you got to do that. That's basic.
You know what I mean?
That's basic.
And you got to be prepared for, why do you want to work for us? So you've got to show them that, never mention salary.
Yeah, no.
But you have to show them that,
But why not though? Why not though?
Because it gives the wrong impression that you're only interested in a job because of pay, and it puts off companies.
But
I'm telling you.
If man are going to work for someone like Sainsbury's, what else am I here for?
No, but they want to hear that, you want to build a career, you want to, progress to manager, CEO.
I heard that.
What I mean? Because it's nothing worse where you employ someone and they're not even there a month, or they're not even there 6 months. Because they invest in at the time,
the training,
uniform. Yeah, that's what I mean. So
I heard that.
Man.
I heard that. So you just get into it?
Yeah, definitely.
So when did the first knowledge begin then?
Oh man, 1995.
1995.
Yeah, man. I was 15, 16.
15, 16.
Yeah, man.
And what was the opener? What was the
New World Order?
What do you mean?
So basically, I used to read a lot of books. I used to like reading back then.
Okay.
There was a book that I read called New World Order by a guy called Ralph Epperson.
So that book was your awakening?
Yeah, man. And that book is very much...
Describe to me, what was inside the book, the contents of the book?
It spoke about the hierarchy
of society.
Of, like the elite, future plans in terms of, for mankind.
Okay.
In terms of what they have planned ahead. For example, like abolition of private property.
Okay, yeah. You can see that happening now, though.
Yeah, and obviously the children as well. Like owned by the state.
That was before 95, though.
Literally, and lots of stuff. Cashless society, one world religion, and one world leader.
Are you religious?
Belief is Bible belief, I'd say. Yeah,
your Bible.
I don't really like using the word Christian, but okay. I believe.
So from the Abrahamic faith, as an offshoot from the Abrahamic faith.
Yeah.
So the Bible. So let's say Christian.
No problem. Yeah, so child of God.
Child of God. So is that the umbrella you was raised under?
I used. Do you know what it is? I used to go to Sunday school. And this was like back when they used to come with the minivan, the minibus.
Sunday school's a blessing. It's a blessing. Sunday school's a blessing.
Yeah, it kept me on the narrow, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good, and I think obviously as I got older, I made up my own mind, and where I had certain knowledge as well. So I continued. Obviously, I didn't really live the life. I was up and down, but the beliefs I was very interested in, like the end time prophecies, stuff like that. Especially with how the New World Order related to certain events that was taking place in the Bible. So yeah, I was very when it came to like knowledge on scriptures and stuff. Yeah, it was very, yeah, man.
So cool. In 1995, you found this book. You read this book. Boom. That changed a few chemical impulses in your body. You know.
Yeah.
You started thinking different, acting different.
Yeah.
What happened next? Because now we're in 2023. Whoa, so what was the next step from there? Did you try to wake your parents up?
No, man.
So
what it was, when I attended college, I used to go Croydon College. There was a few people that were like-minded, that, you know, had understanding, knowledge on certain things. And yeah, we used to talk together in a group, collaborate, talk on the buses. And yeah, there was a good few of us that used to, you know, spread the knowledge and talk on, you know, certain things, you know. So yeah, my brother, it was quite informal, just and you know, refreshing to know that there's other people as well that understand and know what's taking place. Do you know what I mean? I think for me, what it was that really got my attention was this cashless society. That was something I've always known from a young age. I knew it was coming.
We're gonna get to that, but your calling was to awaken.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and it's definitely a calling because I know you as a conscious person. I've tried to wake millions of people up, or let's say millions, but hundreds of thousands of people up. You've done it like through the social media, through word of mouth, and you can see yourself. Not everyone can wake up, bro.
No, they're not, because you know what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll tell you the truth.
You're going to talk to me, Gigi.
Because they want to live their best life. Not everybody wants to stay in this bubble. Yeah, people just want to live their life, and it's what you call being trapped in the matrix. Do you know what I mean? When you're from birth up until a teenager, up until an adult, remember, these people that teach us, they control the narrative. They control the education system. The education system is there to have your mindset, you know, at a particular level that will benefit the governmental, you know, the governmental departments. Hence, you will find they will never teach you the law, knowing your rights.
Unless,
my brother,
I know you're right about that, because we live by law every day, but we don't.
The same law that we don't know. We don't even know.
That is bonkers. Yeah. But I think if you understand certain words, you'll know why it's bonkers.
Yeah.
For example, you said government. Govern means control. Innit?
Yeah, exactly.
And men is Latin for mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So you already know the script if you're really trying to work it out. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
But boom, back to what I was saying earlier. So after you woke up in 1995, the next step was you went college.
Yeah, I went college.
You met some like-minded people.
Yeah.
You all had a collectiveness of thoughts and put it together and got a better understanding of what's really going on.
Do you know what? I forgot to mention, I attended a few sessions on this guy held a meeting. There was a few of us, and he broke down the music industry.
Oh.
And that really opened my mind, you know, differently.
Mad.
I remember he mentioned man like D'Angelo. I don't remember the artist D'Angelo.
Well, the naked singer.
Huh?
He used to be naked.
Yeah, he did. One of his albums was called Voodoo.
Okay.
Yeah, him. He mentioned Nas. Loads of it. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
And it's not even so much that he was just exposed to them. He was like, go and listen to what these people are saying in their lyrics. So when I went back and I was like oh, you know, like I give an example, like one of DMX's album talking about raping someone's daughter in front of them that's underage, and you know, stuff like that.
Wild.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, I think people just, you know, nod their head to the beat, but they don't really listen to the content of the lyrics. They don't pay attention to it. And if you listen to what you're reciting, you're gonna realize it sounds off key, because you know a good beat comes with words, and then you know you automatically, you know, you recite it, but sometimes you end up reciting curses. Yeah, you said it, my brother.
Like the Bone Thugs album.
Yeah,
you say it backwards.
Yeah, man. And that's and you find there's some people, they do that, and now their life is in nothing but problems.
I think, was it Lazy Bone?
Yeah,
he said something about the industry and the prisons are connected.
Yeah,
but boom. So I'm jumping too quick. I want to go back to what you said.
Yeah,
you said certain people they want to live in their bubble. That could be one aspect of it. But what about the people that they do know that it is that, and they still pretend to be? I don't want to say pretend, but they still living this arrogant life. I think maybe because it will shatter their world.
Yeah,
or everything they
it's
know.
true.
So they just put away because they don't want to come to the realization your world is fake.
It's true.
Do you guys
and that's what it is. What you find as well is a lot of things are under the guise of materialism. If you notice, we are given, like when someone gives you something, but it's just to cover, just to keep you distracted.
Yep.
Like I like nice things. There was a time when I used to, wear loads of jewelry.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. But when you become materialistic, you don't really have any sort of, or you don't serve any purpose in life. You don't know what your purpose is here, but you just, you have these things, you showboat, you show off, you promote these stuff. It just keeps you low vibrational. This is what I mean?
Well, that's the plan.
Because it's like you haven't got anything to show the next generation, especially your children. You
Substance.
have to,
Yeah.
This is what I mean? Because if you notice a lot of the artists now, I've said plenty of time, like a lot of them flaunt the money. They show a lot of the money. They show off the mansions, the cars. But I'm like, if you guys have got all this money, what is it for you to all link up together and do something for the youth? But
Do you think there's a plan? There's a conspiracy about that then? Do you think they can't use that money to help?
$1,000,000,000% facts.
So do you think that's in their contract when they make the money?
Put it this way, you see a lot of these guys, and this goes, for the Americans and the UK artists, a lot of them know that when they sign up, a lot of them, they sign up, they know in their contracts that there are certain things that they cannot do. You will never see any of these guys talk on anything to do with deep truths. They won't. And the thing is, I don't even follow. I don't follow them. I tend to go on the page and look and see what's going on, but it's nothing conscious that they got to show the youth. Nothing but materialism and negativity. Does you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with having nice things, but when it's worshipped and it's promoted, and where do you draw the line?
And you got to question, why are they showing you that? You got to question, why are they showing you that? For example, you mentioned gold chain earlier, but if you know really about gold and gold chains, gold really does nothing for us.
Yeah, it's true.
Copper does more for us than gold.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? So the question is, why are they showing you that constantly?
Do you know what it is? It's like a seed. It gets you in that mindset of just wanting to be materialistic. Do you see what I mean? Because if you notice, it's the same thing. People, they're out shopping, and once again, it's nothing wrong with it. But when it's constantly worship and that's all you're pushing, it shows you the narrative. So someone that is materialistic will never worry about certain deep stuff that's happening behind the scenes. You know why? Because you're too focused on getting that bag. That's all you think about, but you don't think about, what about the hereafter? What about my child? What am I showing to my youth? Because you find a lot of the art. I remember watching
Good point.
If it was Cardi B, where she's saying that she doesn't let her daughter listen to her music.
But you want our daughters to listen to your music though. You're right.
You see,
is it Bill Gates? He says he don't own a computer.
Bill Gates turned and said that what was it? He said something, and it was like a big he doesn't allow he doesn't let his children have any
Yeah.
That's
And
what I mean.
Also, you have what's that guy's name? The one that owns Facebook,
Zuckerberg. Yeah, Mark. Yeah,
he said he covers all these laptops, cameras. So it's like they know what it is, but they're happy to push it towards you people, and no one's even watching or listening to what they're saying. Like, listen to what they're saying. They're telling you, yo, our thing's rigged.
But you know what it is? The thing is, they have to. You know what's crazy? They have to tell you. Yeah, and that's what you call.
I get that though.
Huh?
I get why though. I get why.
Yeah.
Is it because they can take to hell with them, innit?
You know
Because if you know that, you're not ignorant to it. You're coming with me.
But look at you see what you just said there? I'm going to show you something. Do you remember, is it Lil Uzi Vert?
Yeah.
He said, oh, you're all coming to hell with me. I don't know if he had a hot concert, and it was very hellish.
Yeah.
And he was confident. He goes, oh, you lot here, you're hypocrites, you're going to be coming to hell. Yeah. So these guys, they have to tell you the truth. Even the elite, they have to tell you the truth. It's called the revelation of the method. So it's done in a way, it's done kind of like they tell you stuff, but they already know it, but they have to tell you the truth in plain sight. So when they tell you it, it registered in your subconscious. That's why you find a lot of them when they promote a lot of stuff, and you find that, I'll give you an example, the lockdown.
Okay.
You when you constantly push out fair, you know, do this, and you constantly hear something, it registers. I was at the
Did they have to show you? Did they have to tell you, or did they have to show you?
both.
Did they have to tell you as well?
Yeah,
They
it's
have
part
to tell you.
As long as they tell you, yeah, because that's the part of it. Do you ever remember a film called Devil's Advocate?
Briefly.
Yeah?
The name's in my head, but I can't recall the film.
When we watch it.
I tend not to program myself and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't even blame you. Yeah, you know what it is,
saying?
when I watch these stuff, it's more, even when I go to movies, it's more on seeing what plans they've got for humanity, because they always reveal what they're going to do in the next steps. You know, they always tell you the truth, but you know what it is, because society, their minds are so dumbed down now. You know, people. If you notice, look at with the COVID-19 situation, just disappeared like that.
Love it.
Yeah, just like that. Remember, just like that, vanished.
But it wasn't though. If you're paying attention, they did say they're gonna run an experiment until a certain year.
Yeah.
And we're in that year now.
Yeah, you pay attention.
You have to pay attention though, innit? Like read the small print, innit?
Yeah,
See what I'm
it's true.
saying?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Brother, I've got another question for you.
Yeah.
The depopulation agenda. I want to talk about that. Is that a real deal?
Well, bro, is this going on YT by any chance?
Yeah.
I'll talk in code. Basically, this thing is very real, my brother, and it is very real, and it's very, very serious. It's very, very serious.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna explain why it's very serious. You have loads of genders being pushed at the moment. Non-binary A, binary this, you know, trans this, trans A. Do you know what I mean? It's not by chance. Let me put this out there. It's not, the government don't care about these people.
Of course not.
Trillion%. They don't. They care about the effect and the narrative that it has on the people, because it's very effective.
And the results.
When you can stop procreation, it's a very powerful thing.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Think about it. If you now, because remember, they're coming into the school systems now.
Yeah.
If you program the younger generation now and let them know that, oh, you know, you're not really a boy, you're a girl, and you know, you now have found an effective way now to stop procreation, because now you've reached them at a young age. Remember, these youths, their minds are like sponge; they soak up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll give you an example. The other day, I had to say to my son said to me, "Oh, Dad, we need to get the flu jab. You know, we need to get the flu jab." And I listened to what he was saying. Then I had to kind of take the lead. I said, "You know what? Let me have to shut you down now." And I explained to him, "No," I said, "Your immune system is more than capable of doing the job itself without you having to put any sort of foreign agents inside your body." But for me, it was a wake up call for me to realize that, right, these people really, because he's telling me, yeah, but Dad, you know, if you get the purpose of the jab is so
he's trying to convince you.
Yeah,
you're trying to convince you.
Say to you, man. And the thing is, he was so passionate about it. It's because, Dad, there's different types of flu, and it will stop you from getting. I had to break it down. He's clued up now. I had to break it down and say no. I said, God built within you your immune system. So in an event where something happens to you now, your body's able to fight it.
Facts.
When you put in these foreign agents, it destroys your immune system.
You're right. But I got a question for you though. So we're talking about immune system.
Yeah.
So how did the Native Americans get mashed up by smallpox then? If our immune system can survive our local things there, how can the smallpox took them out?
You know what it is? You know, his story.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that they've been doing. You know, you have man like Fauci.
Okay, yeah.
That they've been doing for years. Let me show you something. They're doing it again now. They're getting people through the food. And a lot of this stuff as well is orchestrated. So they'll tell you about smallpox, but they won't tell you there's certain things that they put in these things for it to have the effect that it had on those people.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm following you,
Yeah,
but I need to read more into it then.
Because what it is there's certain things that we do that we have to be, certain things we take, we have to be very careful, because where technology is advanced, and technology, let me show you something, my brother, technology has been way advanced, yeah? for centuries. Like, let me show you something. Do you remember Knight Rider?
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff. Okay, tell me 2 things, yeah, that you remember about Knight Rider. 2 things. I'm gonna show you something.
Yeah, the talking car.
Okay, and what else?
Do you have a watch?
Spot on.
Did you have a watch?
Yeah.
Well, like a smartwatch.
Thank you.
If I remember correctly, I'm not sure though.
Kit, come and pick me up.
Yeah. Oh yes. I forgot.
Yeah. Brother, let me show you something, man. When I finish school, when I finish school at Loughborough, when I finished school in Loughborough, I used to watch that film at 5:30. Let me show you something. I'm a youth, you know. This time I'm probably about. I could tell you, I went home and I used to watch that.
Wow, I forgot about that. You know.
Yeah. So the smart car. Have you not got smart cars now? So look how advanced that Trans Am was. It was speeding. Kit, come and pick me up. It had laser. Talking car. So my point is this. That's old technology, my brother, going back from 1987. Oh. So what do you think if they're only just showing us stuff like Teslas now?
Exactly.
Smartwatch now. And notice and if you notice a lot of the films now with like your likes of Marvel, they're doing this with the screen now. It's old technology, like they'll be watching, and then touching it and moving it. Yeah. So my point is this, like prime example, Back to the Future 2. Do you remember that film?
Yes.
Cars in the air. So look how old that movie is. But they show us stuff that they've got. So if you think,
flying cars should be out now, but they can't regulate it. They can't regulate the flying car, because how would you stop someone going from one part of the world to another? They have to regulate it first before they release to the public, right? Definitely.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Yeah.
So I want to go back to the agenda we were talking about, because it hit me earlier. I just didn't have time to say it to you, but when you said about the agenda thing, it just hit me, because if, just for example, say man is not straight, I'm being politically correct. Say man is not straight. Technically, I can still have a ute, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you just abduct.
Or I can just pass you my sperm.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
And a woman could do the same thing with eggs. But if man are becoming enders, there's no way that can happen, because if man's womb is getting taken out, you're finished. Yeah. If my sperm is getting dissolved or whatever they're doing to it, or what they call it, sterile.
Sterile.
Then there's no way I can have children.
Yeah.
So you're right about that thing you were saying. You're saying that if you can't procreate no more, that's really the plan, isn't it? Stop man procreating. So that's really the agenda, isn't it?
To be honest with you,
that's part of the agenda. It's just part of it. It's not the full agenda. It's part of it.
It plays a big part, because the 19C, why they were so desperate to, you can't go, you can't travel, can't go. Remember, they were desperate. So you got to ask yourself this question. If it would have been more better for them to turn around and make that the 19CV, voluntary, optional. But and let me show you how much people's minds are dumbed down.
Go ahead, talk to me.
If you're, when someone is desperate, they will do anything.
Facts.
The fact that and this is the danger of being materialistic and loving, the earthly things. If I can now get you at the very things that you like, I've got you.
I know.
If I know that you're someone that likes holiday, I'll just say, you know what?
You can't go until you get done.
If you're someone that likes the gym,
you can't go until you're done.
If you like raving, because remember, everyone likes raving. And I'm going to be honest, one particular guy that I know, and one jungle artist that's quite famous, was promoting the bloody thing, telling people, I've had my first one, the second one, but I come to realize that a lot of these artists don't care about their fans. They once again, they will push certain agenda just to get their bag. You see what I mean?
But if we're talking about artists, they're already under the umbrella. Most of them are already under the umbrella.
Yeah, of course.
They know the narrative.
Saying that. Of course.
They can't really promote off the book stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's true.
Man don't really care about these artists anyway, bro. Like after the Lovid thing happened, and I saw someone like Idris, and I saw his wife behaving in a certain way.
Yeah.
I actually gave up on these people, blood.
Yeah.
I think that was a wake up, the final wake up call. I knew already, but that was the final wake up call for me. Like, don't give these people no more energy. It's done. It's done for me, to be fair.
Yeah, it's sad, my brother, because the thing is, as you know, yeah, they're using our people. They're feminizing our people. They're using our own people. You're finding like, look at Lil Nas.
I think he's
just one of many, my brother. Then you know, people like Young Thug, you know, Dress, and it's so sad, my brother.
I think the man was groomed. They were groomed though. I think they were groomed already before they come out.
But you know what it is? These same artists, if you notice, what's his name? Dwayne. You know, the basketball player. Look what he's done to his kid.
Dwayne.
You know the basketball Dwayne. What's his name? One of the basketball. I can't remember the name. What's his name? Not LeBron. There's one of them. I can't remember his name, but one of his children is all of these celebrities. Their children are all transgenders.
Is that part of the contract?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you got to. Let me show you something. Yeah.
Mad.
Let me show you something. For them to make you a star, to make you someone that's a prominent public figure, someone that's got a lot of following. Because let me show you something as well. Don't get it twisted. You see a lot of these artists, that have a large following on Instagram, and these followings are given to them. They're not grown, you know. These are given to them. And let me show. And I was telling people about this for years. No one listened. Oh no, it's conspiracy.
No, but it makes sense.
Huh?
It makes sense.
Look what they did to Wiley. And I imagine I've been talking about stuff like this from 90s, way before the social media platform. But they use Wiley as an example. Look how they shut off his Twitter, shut off his Facebook, shut off his Instagram.
And no one contested.
Yeah. No, if anything, there were people that were attacking him because they were told to do it.
I know. But that's because they were told to do it.
Yeah. So it shows you, that when the thing is, when they will pay you handsomely, but you've got to follow the narrative. They will tell you what you need to talk about. So if it's to do with, pushing disrespecting women, it will be that. If it's to do with material, as long as you're doing that, you will get that bag. But the small print is you can't touch on anything to do with truth. That's why these guys will stay away from truth. You go and look at these artists' page, my brother, and see what they're promoting. You think they got time to talk on stuff like this? But let me show you something. Yeah, they're expendable assets.
100%.
because once they serve their purpose, they're gonna be like everyone else, because they put there to distract the masses. You see what I mean? Intentionally, they're paid, and a substantial amount of money to do what they do pretty well. Do you see what I mean? For you to look at it, imagine if me and you had that platform of 100K. Do you really think we can have 100K? And unless we really work hard until get your friend. Do you see what I mean? But you'll be shut down, my brother.
To get 100K, you gotta have your own things, innit? You have to have your own website from early.
Nah, my
not
brother,
even that.
No,
your website gets shut down as well.
No, my brother, because remember, the social media platform is owned by these fraternities. Yeah, they are owned. Even you see a lot of man that's doing the podcast.
What websites though?
Huh?
Websites.
What's that?
The websites.
Yeah.
No, what about websites though? If I got my own website.
No, you're good. But once again, you will only, you see what it is, unless you've got people that are, really behind you, legit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, 99.9% of these people, they control everything.
I agree.
You see what I mean? You got these people that control government, that control. So you see where it becomes a problem. And the thing is, it's not to say that not trying to give these people any sort of that they're unstoppable. No, remember this world is run by Lucifer temporarily, and you got bloodlines that are going back through centuries. Because you have children that have children, and you got the Rothschilds, you got the imagine these people, their brothers, their sisters, that person has children, their children. You see what I mean? So it's passed down through the lines. So this is why you find that when it comes to talking on certain things, there's limitation, because it's the people that control the platform. So the minute trying to get a brain, or trying to think that you're controlled, they'll make an example of you.
I hear that. Even I said have your own website. Yeah, it's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get a website through Wix, for example. Who owns Wix? Eventually, when things get on top, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a sticky situation.
Yeah, man.
Like a lot of people say this is fear mongering, but for me, I love the truth in it. I'd rather hear it raw and uncut and absorb it and apply it to myself than not ever hearing it at all. To be fair, some people might never want to hear it. They might close their ears because it's too much for them.
It's not even fearmongering. The government are the perfect ones at fearmongering.
I hear that.
You know,
I heard. I don't call it fear mongering.
Yeah,
but
and
people will.
yeah, it's I
Like
hear that all the time.
The stuff I see you promote, I think they will say it's fear mongering.
Oh man, they call it that, but at the end of the day, you see the problem we have, my brother. A lot of these people are gonna realize when it's too late.
Yeah,
this
they're gonna realize it's too late, way too late.
This thing, what she was talking about with regards to the depopulation. Yeah, let me show you something. That thing that was promoted from 2020 to 2022 done something to the immune system in terms of procreation.
It did.
Yeah,
I agree.
Do you see what I mean?
I agree.
And not only that, it's also the technology that was inside that thing. Because remember, we're in a time now where
They've got nanos.
huh?
They got
Yeah,
nanos.
yeah, and AI
Nanotech,
is going to be a problem, my brother, because you see, this all fits in with the depopulation agenda. Because what it is ultimately, they want to combine humanity with cyborgs.
I think.
Yeah?
I think that's just the illusion. I think it's bigger than that, bro.
Yeah, let me show you something, brother.
Man, talk to me. I'm gonna explain something to you after.
Yeah, there is. I'm someone that I like a lot of movies, so I tend to have hard drives and stuff like that.
Jeez.
Petabyte, a petabyte is like literally it's crazy.
But more, that's what is that up from a terabyte?
Yeah,
Is that the
that's
next
mad.
one up from a terabyte?
It's
Petabyte.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
yeah, man. But what it is, my brother, a lot of I use Samsung. What it is, a lot of these phones now, they are getting rid of the external memory cards. You see what I mean? And what they're trying to do now is promote the cloud. So you got the Google cloud, the Samsung cloud. But what's happening now is where technology is being perfected now, what will happen now is that the cloud will disappear, and what will happen is now your brain now will become the cloud. So what will happen is they will now link Google to your brain. So what will happen is now instead of teachers are going to be from the past. You got Chat GPT now. I just talk, and it just types and does it for me.
I had a guest here. It was a coach, and he was talking about AI in basketball, and they're saying trying to get rid of the coaches.
Yeah,
And I was like, wow. So yeah, please continue, my brother, because I want to make a point after you.
Yeah, this merging, AI, humanity with cyborgs. I mean, they've been showing. Let me show you an example. They've been showing us from Star Trek. If you remember Star Trek, Commander Data, the Borgs. This I mean, but once again, this now comes under what you call the hive mind. They want everyone to think a certain way, behave a certain way, act a certain way. So when now you're someone that is complicit, you do as you're told. You don't challenge anyone. Anyone that challenges anything is going to be a problem for the state. They will shut you down. So so I was saying to someone, I don't know if you saw the video I put up earlier, but I was saying that.
What, today?
Yeah.
I haven't been online.
Yeah, they removed a lot of my videos. So what I was saying is
They're always
that
removing your videos.
Yeah.
They're always removing your videos. So that's my point. You must be saying something so real that they have to remove it, bro. Because bare man are just chatting wet online. Their videos are still there.
Brother, let me show you. I'll need to find the video. I'm going to send it to you. There was a time here, 3 weeks straight. When I show people, I had to screen record it because people, they're very skeptical. They need evidence. Brother, every day for 3 weeks, they removed a video of one of my old Instagram accounts. I couldn't believe it. I went down, scrolling, removed. Must have been well over 100 in the space of 3 weeks every single day. And I know that because I was getting emails every minute. That's been removed. That's been removed. That's been removed.
They're just hammering it.
And I was like, shit.
Mad.
And I think, and once again, it's the narrative. Look, as long as you're twerking and you're having fun and you're doing stupidness, they're gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
But what's happening now is
because you sold out, innit? You done sold out already. From time you're doing that, you sold out.
To use social media in the coming future, you're gonna need to upload your passport. Did you know that? So by then, because I tell you this because I went on to Facebook Meta, and I went on there and there's a section on there that says Meta verification. It goes, for us to secure your account and know that it's you, we need you to upload your passport, your identification. And then I noticed that as well on Instagram, because Instagram was trying to say, we could give you a blue tick, Meta verified, but you need to upload your passport.
What's a blue tick, bro? Huh? What's a blue tick?
Well, the blue tick is, once again, for you to get a blue tick, you have to be, you know, conforming to their community guidelines and posting stuff that's within what they want. You can't just get a blue tick like that, my brother.
I got offered a blue tick.
Was you?
By Instagram, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, is it?
$11.99 a month.
But no, but these people get it for free. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But did you go and read the terms and conditions for that?
I just declined it.
What? You're smart,
That'll
man.
make me, what? What's a blue tick? Does that change who I am? What does it mean, bruv?
It'll put you as like important.
I'm important already, but to myself, to my family, I'm important.
I love that, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? What else?
Yeah, man.
So I'm going to touch on this point now.
Yeah.
Because we was talking about this AI stuff.
Yeah.
The new Transformers movie came out the other day.
I got it.
That's the future of AI.
Yeah.
They're showing us the Transformers now.
Yeah.
But that is what AI is going to become.
Yeah.
Like, just think about it, yeah? If these AIs know everything already, because they can tap into all the webs, all the networks, they can find all the exclusive metals where they're hidden, the secret files.
Yeah.
Robots can build themselves, bro. Like, do you guys see it? And I think in Transformers, they're showing you how far it's gone, and they call them, the robots are calling themselves a race now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we can't fight something that can have a cannon and switch instantly to a fucking sword with a laser. Like, we're done, innit? If man don't think sharp, man are done.
Let me show you something. It's already too late, my brother.
Sorry, in that movie, the human had to become into the Transformer suit.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. But they've been telling you from Iron Man, though. Come on.
Yeah, they have.
Let me show you something.
They have, still.
Let me show you something. Do you know drone was in Terminator 3? Do you know how old Terminator 3 is?
Drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know the drone was... Have you not got drones now?
I got a drone today.
People using drones to fly.
I got one now.
Yeah.
I got one in my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in Terminator 3. If you notice, yeah.
Well, like 89, innit? 86 it came out, innit? 86, 89.
No, Terminator 3, I'd say.
93?
Yeah, probably around...
Because Terminator 2 was 89, innit?
Yeah. I'd say probably... It was definitely in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
But once again... It's showing you what happened to civilization. If you notice, civilization's on the decline. Mankind is fighting these robots, and they're losing.
Rise of the machine.
They're losing, and I believe they've got the technology because you know all this the Hadron Collider. You know this thing that they the what's it called, the particle accelerator. I forgot, it's in Switzerland. Because these people are, you know, that it can mash particles at some ridiculous amount of speed.
Okay.
But it's underground. Have you heard about this Hadron Collider? You need to check that out.
Wait, is it to do with dark matter?
That's it. Yes.
Yeah. Because when you're saying it, it's ringing a bell. I heard the name, but I just didn't tap into what you're saying. But
this, my brother, the technology that they've got now, man, we're at a stage here where we can just wipe out the entire humanity. But the Almighty won't allow that to happen. But there are certain things that have to take place. It's going to get really bad. It's going to get really bad. And, you know, when they show you in the movies, you know, concentration camps.
Well, it's bad now.
Yeah.
It's just that we're in people are in a bubble. Like, it's bad now, bro.
If you think it's bad now, this is
stage one.
Mediocre compared to what's coming, my brother. Yeah? They need to wipe out 95% of the population by 2030. And if I was to turn and say to you that they're on schedule.
Don't say that, Dan.
Nah, brother.
Because we're running on 7 years then, cuz.
Brother, let me show you something.
I don't believe you, because I've seen the Georgia Stone and stuff. I've seen what they said on it.
Yeah.
Is that where you're coming from?
That's just part of it, but the SADS.
The SADS?
Yeah, the SADS. Sudden Adult Death Syndrome.
And that because of the low-vid?
Yeah, people are dropping. Yeah, okay. And when the last I checked, it was well in excess of 1 million. I'm talking from going back from 2020 up until now, and it's still happening. I remember the deadline is, but they don't show you. I'm just fortunate to have a few connections where people have sent me some stuff, factual stuff that is not allowed to be shown on the media. The media is controlled, so there's stuff that listen. Why do you think they're showing you videos on what's it, the Freedom movie that my man brought out the other day to do with trafficking, child trafficking?
What's it called?
Freedom something. Freedom. Yeah, I can't remember.
Who brought it out?
Is it Mel Gibson?
Okay, I've seen something like that. Yeah, I've seen something like that.
But my point is this, my brother. I know channels. There's one channel that one guy is to follow. He had, decent following. He's platform was solely to do with that. He was getting censored like mad.
Wow.
Accounts terminated, second account. They don't want that out there. So when I saw that my man that's in the industry did a movie, I said straight away, I said something is very wrong, man. That tells me, yeah, that something big is coming, my brother. And this is not even paranoia. This is facts. They don't want anyone talking on human trafficking. Do you know how serious that topic is?
Human trafficking, yeah.
Someone did a video and he got taken out after he did the video. What's his name,
He got
man?
taken out?
Yeah, because he did it. The video was where a van pulled up and then there was children and you probably not, I can't remember the name of the artist. But people that watch this this interview, they'll know who I'm talking about. But he got taken out, just him showing that. So you really think, yeah, they're going to allow a man like Mel Gibson that's known in Hollywood to go and do a movie that's going to get attention. But what it is, they know they did that intentionally because they know it's going to get global attention. So while it's getting global attention,
Distracted.
yeah, they find like they further the plans of central bank and digital currency, but other deeper stuff, because what it is, they're removing the freedom of speech. But something, yeah, this for them to show that. Honestly, bro, when I saw that, man, I was very concerned.
Freedom of speech to me is like a democracy. It's an illusion.
It's true. Yeah,
I think it's always been an illusion.
Yeah.
Because I've said it in one of my lyrics. Would there be freedom after the speech, though? Yeah, I'm saying. Is there gonna be freedom after man says what man says? Are we still gonna be free, guys? Because I don't think so, brother.
I love that. You know?
I don't really think
that.
so.
Yeah, I love that.
So what do you think the purpose of this whole Mel Gibson, let's say co-op, not co-op, Mel Gibson film? What's the
because they're finalizing the plans of the Great Reset. We're gonna have a cyber attack that's coming. That's gonna wipe out. I don't obviously know how long, but it's gonna be a massive problem. Another lockdown's coming. They need to. They need to use all these people that, you know, all the distractions, the young Mizzy guy, all this, you know, the Mizzy one. Do you know what that was to do with? They were finalising, it came out the other day, they were finalising the digital certificate for vaccination. So what's going to happen now, you're going to need to show like some sort of evidence, electronic certificate that you've been vaccinated, and you have to have regular updated vaccines. So when they allowed this Mizzy guy, because you know it was going on platform, I said to myself, "Raw,
yeah."
I showed it up, but I already knew he was used for an agenda, and then you know
you didn't even know it.
Huh?
You didn't even know it.
He didn't know it. Like this guy, he was there for a distraction. So while people were distracted, and when I saw the American, he was going on Piers Morgan.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was on the pound. I said, nah, man. I said, there's something that they want to keep people's attention of, and yeah, it was to do with that. The World Health Organization mentioned about an electric certificate for, you know, they basically, the World Health Organization are running things now, so basically they're in charge of this vaccination, electrical certificate vaccination. So what's going to happen now? Yeah, going abroad is going to be a thing in the past, my brother, because they're going to stop that under the guise of climate control.
We're gonna go into 15-minute cities in a second, though.
Yeah,
that's to do with it. But I'm just gonna wrap this agenda up quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. The old people were getting pushed it the most. Yeah. The vaccine stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you deep it and link all the dots together, old people love cash. They're the ones that.
Yes,
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when
there's another thing as well.
Okay.
Not how can I put it?
Because they're not tech savvy, right? They're not tech savvy. Like you said
it's not
earlier.
even that, but looking at it from their point of view, because obviously I care about all people, but they add no value to society, so they need to. You know what I mean? So they don't put into the system, because remember, a lot of these people are retiring. When they're retiring, you get a pension.
So they're taking out.
Yeah.
So they got.
So that way they don't claim their pension, and hence they keep increasing the date of the time of retirement.
My bro, there's many agendas.
Yeah.
With agendas, cuz. But that just shows you how advanced the enemy is.
Yeah.
And if you're not really thinking on that level, we're in problems.
There's a lot of people, my brother. Look what the if I was to turn around and say to you in '99, I said to you, you know, like Powers, you know, the world is going to be locked down. You look, even with your knowledge, you'll be like, nah, Dan, man. You look at me like, boy, Dan, like, you know, I know stuff, but the whole world, they're not. Nah, it's not possible.
You're right.
But did they not do it?
They did it. But the way I look at it as well,
yeah.
If we're talking 1% are doing this thing, we just need 1% certified things as well, brother. Do you get what I'm saying? Then we can actually battle a good battle. If we
You're 1,000,000,000% right.
If we utilize and synchronize correctly, because the 99% don't really matter. It's like they're just a playing field for us. They're like the sheep. Who's the next shepherd out here? Where are you leading the people? And that's really what we're really trying to.
It's like the Pied Piper effect, isn't it?
The Pied Piper. Oh no, don't say Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is all trying to draw kids in and that. We don't do them things there.
But point is that you see what I mean? Even that's another
You got what I'm saying? That we're deep, innit? We're deep. We can get deep. But since we're here, let's go into the 15-minute cities. Good thing or bad thing?
It's evil. And once again, let me show you where that come from. They were showing us the plans for the future of mankind. Let me explain that. Do you remember they remember the government brought in this thing, you cannot come out of your bubble? Do you remember that, Powers?
Yes.
Yeah? And what would happen if you came out of your bubble?
To be fair, brother, if I'll be honest with you, I don't know, because I didn't really follow them things anyway.
So what it was is that if you came out of your area, you were fined.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't allowed. You remember there was one of the ministers went out and supposedly you got fined, but yeah, you were only allowed to go out and run and go and get your necessity, but you weren't allowed to see anyone. You had to stick. So I'm showing you. So that there was showing us that it was a form of what you call concentration camp.
100%.
Yeah. So what you
was.
Yeah. So what you
big up Red Pill Chill. He said it in a song actually. You can
is it?
Yeah. Check it out. It's called Rise Up, featuring Todd's.
Yeah.
Red Pill and Todd's Rise Up.
I'll check that out.
He said he's only allowed to exercise and go to the shop. He says it's a concentration camp as well.
Yeah. Because what it is, my brother, this plan has been happening for years. And let me explain something. Do you remember when they introduced getting your shopping from home?
Could you get it from home?
You know, like I come to your house,
Yes.
Okay. Then there was now working from home.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Amazon boosted.
Yeah. So
Amazon delivers to your house.
Exactly. So realistically, what it is, they're showing us that they don't want us to leave our house. I'll give you a prime example. Have you ever seen the movie iRobot?
Yeah.
Do you remember the part where the woman was about to leave her house and the robot said, "I can't allow you to leave your house"? Sorry.
When he was in red.
Yeah. So already, a lot of this is once again revelation of the method. There's stuff that is like predictive programming. They show us these things in movies so that it's programmed into our subconscious. So when they introduce things like that, we don't rebel against it. Hence why you find that a lot of people are complicit, because a lot of this stuff that they're showing us have been in films, like Blackmail. I don't even remember the one with Sandra Bullock was in a film where she had them this blindfold, and her and her children weren't allowed to look. If they looked, they would end up turning mad. It's a deep.
Was it like a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
And they were running away. I didn't watch it though, but I remember seeing the advert. I thought, oh, that's strange.
Yeah.
But
brother, let me show you something, man. There's so much, man. This 15-minute smart city is basically. Let me show you how it's gonna work.
Lies in the news and truth in the movies.
Yeah.
Mad.
If you live in Brixton, you're in Lambeth.
Yeah.
You can't go to the borough of Greenwich, or you can't go to the borough of Lewisham, because what it is with these 15-minute cities, it means that everything that you need is within 15 minutes. Your gym, your groceries, your work, entertainment. You don't need to leave your borough, and if you leave, you'll be fined, and you'll need to get permission from that borough of council to be able to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that.
But also as well, part of this 15-minute city as well is electric cars. But you see the same way they attacked diesel, petrol is on its way out now. There's already cars, I believe Jaguar and I believe Vauxhall. Certain cars are now no longer making petrol cars. Yeah, so they are being phased out. The deadline for that for them to stopping petrol cars is 2030. So the plan is for everyone to go electric. So what will happen is when there's future lockdowns and you now decide to go and drive to Brixton, they just shut off your car.
Your car won't start anyway.
Yeah. By then, they will have the central bank and digital currency in place. You now try and go and shop in Lewisham, and you live in, Catford, or you live in, just say, then all of a sudden it'll be declined. because you're out of your zone. This is also part of the social credit system which China's using. You say anything on social media, you get points, and then that points means that you can't travel, you can't use your phone.
But they're trying it out now, innit?
Yeah.
The shadow bans and little things. They're like trying errors.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a friend, yeah. Me and him were good friends for a little while, yeah. But obviously, I'm a young man. I'm growing. My brain's expanding all the time. One day, something just hit me, and I just looked at him like an enemy. Because you know what? Everything just hit me. He works for the Home Office. Yeah, and he wanted me to come and work for the Home Office as well. Then I started deep diving. Like, what do you do in that? Oh, he goes, I'm in charge of biometrics. Oh. I know. And from that day he said that to me, everything he says to me, I just hear it like the devil saying something to me. I just look at him like, I can't trust you, bro.
That's serious.
You're going to sell us out, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And he's a black brother as well. So to me, I see past the colour.
You know what it is? A lot of these people are institutionalized. A lot of these people are brainwashed,
Facts.
brain dead, zombified.
Facts.
And the thing is, these will be the same people in the future that will rat you out. Yeah,
My brother.
yeah. And it's happening now, and that's why, you know, when you hear a lot of people talking about day one, they're brethren, this and that. Go for a situation and see who's really there for you. You know, the same ones that post up in cameras and pictures, and yeah, that's my guy. And those are the same ones that will be planning your burial. You know what I mean? So when I hear a lot of men like, yeah, that's my guy, go for a situation and see if they don't plot your downfall.
I don't vouch for no one out here no more, brother. I don't vouch for nobody.
I seen a lot, my bro.
I don't vouch for nobody.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't.
Yeah.
I only vouch for myself. And I vouch. I'm lying. I vouch for the things that resonate with me. For example, you. When you come in the studio today, I was happy to see you because I know what you're on. Like, I've been seeing you for such a long time.
Yeah.
That I just know that, yeah, you're my type of guy.
Yeah,
I can sit with you and conversate with you for hours if
Yeah,
it
my
comes to
brother.
it. Do you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah,
Easy
absolutely.
peasy.
Yeah.
I will come to some sort of conclusion. But if in terms of the new world, I would definitely be taking someone like you with me on a ride. I don't care because I already know the mindset of you. There's a lot of people, sorry to say, I will leave you, bruv. Family or not, brother. It's that true. Because I believe your tribe is what you resonate with.
Yeah,
not
it's
because
true.
me and you got the same blood, bro. 'Cause at the
Yeah,
end of
blood
the day,
will do you worse than water, my bro. Don't get it twisted, man.
What's your thoughts on woke culture?
Huh?
Your thoughts on this woke culture stuff? It's an agenda again, isn't it? Another agenda. It's the attack people like us that really know the truth and they blur it in with the man spreading.
Okay, do you know what?
And crap like that.
I'm happy you touched on that. I tell you the people here that are control the positions. David Icke,
100%.
Alex Jones,
Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
It's obvious to me. You know what I'm saying? One time I see,
but a lot of my people are like, nah, Danny's. Say if he would have done a track, they're like, nah, he's fighting the deep state. He's on our side. He's gone underground.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. Let me show you something, man.
Donald Trump almost got me though. I can't lie to you.
Seriously, yeah.
Almost. Because I know what's up is down, what's down's up. So when they say he's racist, I'm looking at it like, let me look into it a bit more. I'm looking at his policies.
Forget the racism, my brother. Let me show you something. Yeah. You got red and blue. You got the what is it called? The right wing and the left wing. Yeah. What they call them again in America?
What?
The Republicans and that's it.
Democrats.
Yeah, the Republicans and the Democrats.
Oh,
yeah?
Democrats.
Yeah. Two opposing sides, yeah. Two different political groups, yeah. Same bird,
of course.
Two different wings.
Facts.
Work for the same controlled elite. This is what I mean. You cannot be a public figure or a politician without being part of fraternities, secret societies, Freemasons. Facts. Their obligation is not to the people, it's to the same elite that put them in power. People think that Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and him, they're all friends, my brother. Don't get it twisted. They're just out there playing. Do they have squabbles? Yeah, they do. Sometimes they don't get along, but they all have their part to play.
They know the game.
Same thing with Putin. I had certain number of people like, oh, Dan, nah, Putin's really fighting the New World Order. Rubbish. Let me show you something. You see the same way that there were some African leaders that were talking, like, well, they were adamant, no, you're not coming in. Certain of them were getting taken out. suspiciously.
Yeah.
Do you really think with the technology that they got now, man, bear in mind now, I can sit in I don't even have to go, I don't even have to send troops out to war. I can just sit in the same way you see a lot of the people playing PS5 and Call of Duty. There's nothing for me to just send a drone and just wipe out your whole town. So do you really think these people are so powerful? Remember, these are bloodlines that are going back for centuries, hundreds and hundreds of years that have been around. You see what I mean? So when people are saying, oh, you know, man like Putin can't be touched, rubbish. Because these people are so powerful, not giving them any sort of glorification. Because at the end of the day, God has already won the battle. These people know their time is short, hence why they're furthering their wickedness. But my point is this. It's nothing. They've got a spy in every country. It's nothing for them to out Putin just like that. You joking?
Of course.
These are people that have been running. You think so? Putin has controlled the position. He attended the World Economic Forum. Every politician that you know, my brother, attended. You go and check out that World Economic Forum. Every one of them attended. Even Donald Trump.
Even Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
Hey,
bro, don't even get me started.
You don't know. We're here.
See?
We're here.
Let me show you. Let me show you something.
Knocked on the doors.
See, let me show you something. Yeah, you see this truth. This truth is not for everybody, my brother. Let me show you something. This journey is going to become so lonely, that even like there's going to be certain people not even going to be able to bring with you on this journey. Because the truth is going to be so deep that unless you're really connected to the Most High, and to the point where you're prepared to know that if it means that, boy, even my own kid, because it's gonna get serious. People in your own camp are gonna rat you out for money.
100%.
You see what I mean? And the thing is, because people are so easily bribed, look, I'll give you this £1 million, do this. It's a problem, my bro. But this 15-minute smart city, it's evil, and it's coming because they already trialed it in Oxford.
Yeah, a couple cities in the UK are trialing it still.
Yeah.
Oxford's the main one.
Yeah. And I'm going to show something with you that's you're going to find interesting. Did you know, that the plans, and you've seen it already, the plans is for everywhere to be congestion charge. You know the reason behind, the little symbol, the motorbike and the car, you can't go down these roads. Some of the roads don't let you go down. You go down it, you end up with a fine.
I had that already.
Yeah?
But some of them.
Yeah? Oh, don't even get me. I was living in Streatham for a couple of years. And I know Streatham, back of my hand, know it thoroughly. I was there with the missus, and we see this thing, we see this thing there, we see the powers, we see the bloody camera there, we see the camera there, and me and the missus were like, but they've got, why would they, we're looking at this thing, we see the camera there, but we're like, okay,
contraflow, isn't it?
We've gone through it. A few days later, £80 fine.
Yeah, but
I was so upset, man. But my point is, if you can block off these roads, why don't you block all of them off? So it just tells you that their intentions is not genuine. You're making money. You could, the same way that you block off. Some of them, they put their little wood thing.
Yeah, I seen them.
That's what I mean. But the purpose of that is that they want you to all go straight.
Yeah,
so there's not going to be none of this shortcut, because what it is, when you go straight, it means that you're not going to be able to avoid the fine, because everywhere's going to be congestion charge. It's going to be everywhere. And driving is going to be a luxury for only those that are privileged to be able to afford to drive. Because they're bringing in charge you per mile, charge this. Your car is not, what's that, the nonsense?
What, fuel, emission safety?
Yeah, the fuel. Yeah, it's rubbish, because the electric is emanating more pollution, my brother. Think about electric. It's electric cars here. You think it's not going to do more damage to the environment?
That's like a warped utopia. Yeah. Because really, it's doing more damage to the environment. People have to do mad slave labor for that crap.
Exactly.
And it's like, what is it? But what? You telling me you can't run engines off water? There's people that invented stuff. There's people that
the man that that man dead.
There's girls in Nigeria that invented an engine that runs off urine. So man could just be pissing all the time and just keep running. Bruv, solar is here, wind is here. Like you can have another electricity, another form of electricity to run things. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like they know, brother. This world is it's a setup, man. It's a big boy setup, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy you touched on the 15-minute. Yeah, that thing, bro. And you know what it is? It's too. If anyone's gonna try and work, it's too late now, bro.
They're planning.
It's happening.
How many years ahead do you think these people plan? 100?
Bro, let me show you something. The deadline, yeah. This is how on point my knowledge is. You know, the New World Order was supposed to be finalized. The timeline was 1990 to 2000. The Gulf War with Saddam Hussein was the test case for the New World Order. They used him as an example for the rest of the world. If you got out of hand, this is how the New World Army will deal with you. So they used Saddam Hussein. 1991, the test case, the Gulf War was part of the New World Order. They had from 1990 to 2000 for the New World Order to be complete, but for some reason...
Bush Senior, innit? Was running it.
Yeah. But for some reason, they had to delay the plans because do you remember Y2K, Millennium Bug?
Yes.
The Millennium Bug was what was supposed to bring in the New World Order. So what you saw what happened with the 19C in 2020... Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. So the Y2K was where, you know, the fear-mongering, everything's going to be reset. We're going to go back to the Ice Age. This is going to, yeah.
Was it?
No, but do you know what happened?
Was it not meant to happen the way it was meant to happen, bro? Like the introduction of it.
No, but what they did do is that they managed to trick all the nations of the world to upgrade their computer mainframe systems. So we became globally interlinked, and we were ready for global government, which is world government. So that's what actually happened. And then obviously they used the September 11 event to, you know, bring in obviously what it's doing now, more control, Big Brother. Does that what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We had the oil crisis and then the credit crunch. So there's a massive crash coming, my brother. I forgot to tell you this. This is important for you to know. There's a massive financial crash coming that's going to end the old way, the old system, the old financial system, and it's going to be orchestrated because the 2008 credit crunch was just the beginning of the end of the financial system. What a lot of people don't realize is that we never recover from that, my brother. Despite what the media told you, we never recover from that. And what's happening now, you know, there's talks of a recession. Do you know the one that's coming is going to be worse than the Great Depression of 1933?
When's it coming?
Very soon, because there's talks of the cost of living. This cost of living, we've had this cost of living for 2 years, my brother. Yeah. Look at the gas and the electric. People not being able to afford these things. So what's happening now is that this is all part of the plan. So things are going to get really peaked to a point people are not going to be able to afford anything. And that's when they're going to turn around and say, okay, people, you know, we're going to, because of this situation, we're going to introduce, a new financial digital system. And that is going to be perfect because people are going to go for it because they're going to be like, yeah, we're fed up, we can't afford to. So what you do, you create the problem, you see the reaction of the people, and you solve the problem, to your advantage.
The
problem, reaction, solution.
The ones that create the problems are the ones that got the solutions.
Yeah,
anyway,
they've already got the solution. That's what I mean. And the problem that we've got is because there's no, we would be able to fight this, but because they orchestrate, police brutalities, they orchestrate things like George Floyd. I want to show you the next thing. Why is it that every time there's a police brutality, there's always someone recording from the beginning? I just want to put that out there. Remember the brother that was running and, he got shot by those two racist people in America?
Yes.
Yeah? How is it that the man just happened to be behind and recording? Yeah. Exactly. Come on, bro.
Even the George Floyd thing, there was a girl there called Brianna Satin.
Yeah, her, yeah.
Brother, as soon as I saw it, I looked her up on the internet. Couldn't find nothing about her, blood. Nothing. Yeah. And I just find it weird that you're using your name on national TV, but I'll go on big social media where everyone's at and I can't find you. Yeah. And the post I did find with your name was you linked to George Floyd only. I just thought, that makes no sense. Yeah. If I posted something I saw right now happening, you'll come and see the rest of my content, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Just basic stuff, innit?
Yeah, it's true.
But brother, I don't want to end this podcast on this way. I'll ask you one question. How do we unify the community, my bro? Because we know all the information. Like, hopefully someone's going to take this information in, soak it in. And we just need solutions, man. The
solution is what I've been doing is trying, and it helps when I I've had people that, thank you, I've been, some people work from 2020, and I think what it is, my brother, is that people have got to be, willing to accept the truth. You know what I mean? Because you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink. And as long as we've got people that have a mindset of living their best life, okay, that's fine. Each to their own. But just know that when the system crash and the crash is coming, there's going to be a hell of a lot of suicides, my brother.
No, you're right.
Yeah?
But I think the approach that we have right now, I think we got to scrap that as well. It is literally do or die, bro. We can't be having, oh yeah, it's all good, you can live your own life, you just be nah, brother. Either you're with us or you get the out of this place, bro. this is really where we're at right now. We've been lean, we've been forgiving, we've had our arms out. Now it's like, are you down or you're not down, bro? End of that.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's what we have to, cause I'm done speaking to sheep, you know, bro. I only speak to lions, you know. I don't speak to sheep no more, because the sheep, they're lambs to the slaughter anyway, bro. It's their life, innit?
No.
Yeah, bro. I come to reality, bro. I can't help them. I can't. They're gonna end up stabbing me in the back, snaking me, doing some off-key stuff. I can't have them around me, bro. You have to be on levels, or
it's true.
Get the hell away from me, bro.
It's true.
I'm talking about family members as well, cuz.
Man,
It's that true, because not everyone can come. If you're Bible based, you know it says 144,000 only. I'm not saying that's the number. I'm just saying even the book says not everyone can come.
It also says, you know, a man's enemies will be that of his own household.
I can believe that, bro. I can believe, but when they're saying that, they're not saying directly out, so they could be talking about your tribe, like your bloodline, who you're connected to, kind of thing.
But if you've had any bad experience with family, some family will do you the worst, my brother.
My brother.
I can tell you something, mate.
Especially if your family is not on the higher frequency, definitely, and you will see it yourself. Like you will know, innit? Like I don't own a TV in my house. I have a computer, but that's the new TV in it. But I don't have a TV that's on all the time, and my children are sitting there.
Visually,
No, I don't watch that, bro. So listen, you know what that is? My dad come to my house once, my dad don't want to come to my house no more. You know why? Get out of here, man. Don't come then, man. That's how it is.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
They should be coming to see you though, man. Where's their time to be sitting down and watching TV?
That's what I'm saying, bro. The mindset.
Because when I go to see my dad, I don't care about the TV. We're talking and we're conversating. That's what I mean.
But when I go see my dad, I'm just gonna leave it, bro. Because you get me, he's my father still. At the end of the day, but he needs to pattern up still. That's it, innit? But you're the ones there.
But answer to your question, brother, like what's working now is you have to now use the information that they're not even hiding from the masses. People are so asleep, they're just being honest now with what they're doing. I was watching a World Economic Forum the other day. It had world government in the background. I was like, bro, they're being very blatant now. So what we have to do now is, it's no longer a conspiracy. It's a trutheracy. We just have to show them the information that they're just openly giving now. So and they say, well, look, they've just said that. So you know, what's your thought? It's coming out of the lion's mouth. So that's where I'm at now. I just anything I pose is information from the same people. So it can't be disputed.
The reason why I'm a bit cutthroat with the situation, because I've seen it in 5D, bro. I've seen certain people tell me to go get the vaccine, but on the same breath, though, they're telling me their jobs have been threatened. I'm just like, but you want me to fire for that, bro? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a bit cutthroat with it now, bro, because it's like, nah. You want me to be stupid. You just want me to be stupid like you lot. I'm not on that. I'm not on that. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's suicide though, isn't it?
Do you get what I'm saying? And if I took it, and this is the funny thing, if I took the thing now and I passed away, you know what they'll say? It was God's design. Bruv, get out of here. You killed me, bruv. They accepted no responsibility out here, bro. And that's why I clocked with the sheep. They accept no responsibility.
Yeah, it's true.
Take no responsibility.
It's true.
But Dan,
I
think we've come to the end of the podcast, my bro, It's been a pleasure. I'm definitely going to invite you. We might even do a part two. We want to do a part 2 interview before we do a power talk, because I feel like we just scratched the surface. That's it. Do you get what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, bro. I want the people them to get to know you, follow you, tell them about it. So where can they find you, my bro?
The Real Genius Dan. That's
is that on all socials? Or is that
I'm on my final strike on TikTok. So that don't even make any sense. But
but the Genius Dan is your
the Real Genius Dan.
The Real Genius Dan.
And the Real Official Genius Dan.
That way they can find all your stuff, All right, my brother. Big up yourself,
Yeah, nice one, man.
I might have one question for you still. For you. Listen, it's a quick one. It's a quick one. Yeah. I just want to hear your answer because you know what? It actually puts people what type of mindset they're in straight away.
Yeah.
A man growing up in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black man growing up in Japan.
Yeah.
Does that make him Japanese?
A black man that's grown up in Japan.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Does that make him Japanese?
Yeah, it does. God, is that a trick question?
Okay, well, boom. I grew up in England. Does that make me English, bro?
No.
Oh, so what would you say, yeah, then?
That's crazy, yeah. Okay,
Mad,
yeah.
innit? It's mad, innit?
Yeah.
But it's a deeper one, innit? Because I think it's roots.
Yeah, you're right.
It comes down to roots.
Yeah, because someone would like, would you say that you're Caribbean or you're English? Yeah, do you know what? That's deep, you know. Because even on the application forms, it always asks, you know, are you black British, black Caribbean,
black African?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a big deal, bro.
Yeah,
because I think how you identify is how you see life.
That's
deep. If I saw myself as a black British, oh, cut they, mate, yeah, let's do that.
What can I say?
I don't be like that, but I don't move like that, bro.
Do you know I saw the Young Spray interview with Tommy Robinson, and he said he said today, and I was like, rah. It's like nah, I'm for Britain. I like Britain. He said, you know, if there's anyone that's got a problem with it, then you know, basically he was saying, you know, where you could go, sort of thing. I was like, rah, I was shocked.
I know exactly.
Did you?
Exactly. I saw that as well. But that's the mindset I'm talking about. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
I was like, wow.
That put another
because they don't like us here. You
put
know
another skin on him. Imagine him saying that then. Now you'd be like, nah, he's racist.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like.
So that stood out to me. I was like, rah.
But to be fair, Young Spray just needs guidance, innit? Needs someone to come and just like, yo, this is the truth. Young Spray needs a genius down around him. Hit up Young Spray, cuz. Hit him up, brother. I'm telling you, you'll change his life. Are you?
Yo.
Nah, man. No? I will, nah, you see, if I go on platforms like that, man, they end up getting strikes. They don't want people like me on their platform, bro.
But I think they need people like you on their platform, bro. To be fair, because you know why? They cultivate a big following. Oh, but we've talked about that already, innit? Let's just leave it, man. We're going to be But Jan, this has been a pleasure, bro. Thank you for coming down.
I appreciate it, my brother.
Bro.
Yeah, likewise, man.
It's insightful, and I know there's so much jewels in that cranium of yours, which we're going to uncover in the future, yeah?
Yeah.
But thank you, my brother, yeah? You have a good evening as well, yeah?
Powers!